What's good, y'all? We're back for another closing conversations. All right, we do this here at the U every single Tuesday and Thursday, where we make live calls to our community members' leads. We utilize a software called offerbolt.io. If you haven't checked it out, you should absolutely go check it out ASAP. Offerbolt.io, using AI automation to have conversations with sellers, qualify the ones who are actually interested in selling, booking an appointment on their calendar around their busy, hectic schedule. They have a quick conversation with this seller and then pass that seller over to us for us to do the rest of the work, close the deal out. I'm joined with my guy, Brandon Barnes, as always. Brandon, what's good, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, ready to get some deals closed.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. All right, well, let's jump into it. I know we got a good chunk of leads today to call. Guys, hit like, share, subscribe. Let somebody else know that they should be tapped in with us on closing conversations right now. And so guys, it's an opportunity to, relax for a second, listen to us make some calls, pick up some some tips and some opportunities on how you can improve what you're doing. And also, if you're one of the people that sent in leads, also an opportunity to hear us call your leads as well. All right, Brandon, I'm gonna let you kick us off per usual. All right,
Yeah.
And we'll jump in right behind you on that.
But okay, so we got one. Looks like it's a New Orleans lead. Let me see who submitted this. This was Mike Miner. So we're gonna pull it up. Motivated to sell. He went down on asking price. He's asking 125. So let's see what he's talking about today.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Johnny. This is Brandon. Hey, I was giving you a call back. I think you spoke with my partner Mike the other day about your property on Reed Boulevard. Just wanted to follow up with you. See, you got a minute to talk about that property?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, look, I had some notes here. I see that it's a nice 1,500 square feet property. What were you hoping to sell this for?
I sell around 130.
Okay, 130. I thought he might have said it was like 125 that you were looking at.
Okay, if you want 125, okay, I sell for you too.
Okay. All right. Now we're talking. I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm very easy. If you want 125, okay, we done.
Okay, got it. And then just to see, is this a rental property or is this a primary?
What you say?
Is this a rental property for you or is this like your primary house?
Oh, that's a primary house. That's one over there. Yeah. Okay. I don't rent for nobody now. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And so had you already had plans to like relocate? Were you going to move once you get this sold?
Yeah, already you can move in and then you just turn on the electric and then you can move in.
Okay. So electric's off. So this is vacant now.
Yeah.
Got it. Were you renting it before?
Yeah, I renting before.
Got it. How much are they paying in that area?
I went in about before it's $1,300 a month.
Oh, nice.
That's why I cheaper. If some people rent it about $1,500 a month.
Got it. So yeah, that you must have done some work to it and to kind of make it nice inside.
Yeah.
Got it. What all did you guys renovate on the property?
About it last year.
Got it. You said you renovated it last year?
Yeah.
Got it. What did you do? Like everything top to bottom, or are there certain things that you
everything.
did?
Yep. Or everything the house.
Got it. So cosmetic looks good. I'm assuming. Yep. What about like everything. The roof, HVAC, water heater?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Cool. And so, and I'm looking in the area as I talk to you. I was like pulling up some of the some of the other homes that are sold and checking out some of the comps, you know, I'm seeing the values kind of fluctuate, and I'm seeing a lot of properties that are sold, you know, around 100,000, some less. The renovated ones, you know, maybe mid 100s, close to 2, but the ones that are as is are a little closer to 100. If they're really rough shape, they're selling for even less. I see like some 80s, some 70s, some 60s, but I also see a good amount of, you know, homes that sold around 100 and 95, 125. So kind of like depending on how good it is, like and what kind of shape it's in. Do you have any flexibility at all? Like if we come in there and make this happen on your timeline?
You want to go take a look, and if you want it, how about tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'll take a look. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to take a look at tomorrow, and then I give the key for my friend, and he can open the door for you. You can come in over.
Okay. Why don't you see what time they can do that?
I call you back, or I can text you back, let you know about what time for tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah. But let me ask you, like, if we're able to, because you know, we as investors, like, we can come in and really turn this around for you on your timeline. We'll cover all the closing costs, no commissions, and we'll buy it as is. So you literally don't have to do anything but show up to the closing attorney and collect the check. You know, what price would you consider for that kind of offer? If we take care of everything.
You take care of everything, it be done, and then I can take it for you about 120. That's to make sure I can break down for you no more. 120. That be done. You take care of everything. I just connect the money and get out of there, sign the paper for you. And then we go to the Beijing closing cost over there, Beijing title.
All right. I know you came down like 5K.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you were to put this on a market, you know, an agent would probably take like 6%. They'd probably take like what, $7,000-$8,000 plus closing costs. That's about 10. Like, could you think you can do a little closer to 110?
Global 110, no, I can't. I can do for no 110. So you come and take a look first, and then we're talking about that.
Well, what if I came up to like 115?
You just come in over, take a look first, and then I can break it off for you, or I can do something for you happy.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
And then
let me also, and because I'm gonna run this by my agent, because she knows what to do in the area, like what to do to make it nice, like how much we would probably need to put into it to get it back on the market, sold to a happy family. If I talk with her and she feels comfortable and I can send this offer to you, what's a good email address that I could send it to? So yeah, look, I'm gonna run this by them. I'm gonna see also when we can get out there. Text me sometimes that your guy can get over there to open it up, and I'm gonna see if I can get my guy over there at that same time.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
All right, thank you, Johnny.
All
right, bye. Oh,
he trying to move that thing, man.
Yeah, he is.
He playing hot potato, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, some of them are lay down. Hopefully that number works. I can't quite tell without digging and understanding, because I mean, when you're speaking to somebody that's English is probably a second language, I don't know how much detail was truly accurate about like the condition. Like, is it truly cleaned up, ready to go? Because if it is, it could serve as a good rental even at that price. if it's moving, ready, no need for work. But how many times does that happen?
Right.
My gut says we probably need to be really close to 100 because the flips are going. I mean, I do see a 210, 197. But you got sales all over the place. You got sales around 100. You got sales a little lower. So we'll get somebody out there, maybe take some pictures, and then send him an offer. Because he also sounds like he would play ball if we actually check it out. Maybe he will come down on that price. So, sometimes it's a little easier than others.
No doubt. All right, I got one teed up, man. Let's jump in and see what we could do.
Good deal.
Your call has been. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
I'll hit him with the triple dial.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
All right, he banging on me. All right, let me find another one to keep rolling.
Somebody asked what dialer are we using?
Well, the dialer's built into OfferBolt that we're using.
Yeah, offerbolt.io. Check it out.
All right, let me see what's going on with this next one. I'm working bottom to top too, by the way.
Okay.
All right, Atlanta. Let's see. All right, Turboris. This is David Hunter. Shout out to David Hunter. All right, let's see what we got here.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. Your call has been.
Yeah, we're gonna get a pickup today or what? Let's see. I'm gonna move this one over. Also, for no answer. Let me try this next one. All right, good old Birmingham. Let's see.
Mine might not be in the same order as yours because I'm clicking through them.
I went top. I went bottom to top, the oldest to newest. You're going what?
I thought I was going oldest to newest too. Johnny's not at the bottom of your list.
Oh, you know what? I flipped it opposite way. My bad. Yeah. I had
No, that's fine. I mean, because I'll go
Yeah.
this way, you go that way.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, let me try this lead.
I'm gonna start calling too.
All right. No pickups. All right, y'all. This is a game sometimes, man. You just got to keep dialing. All right, you got to keep dialing. Let's keep rolling. Brandon, you got somebody online?
Not yet. I'm calling twice. I got some.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. William, how's it going? This
Yep.
is Brandon. I was giving you a shout back about South Roxbury. I think you spoke with my partner the other day about.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to follow up with you. If you had a quick second, they gave really good notes about the tenants, moving out and in April, and you were looking for the right price, right?
Yeah.
How much were you hoping to sell this for?
335.
335.
375.
Okay, 335. Got it.
375.
Oh,
375.
seven. Sheesh. I had looked in the area briefly just to kind of get a feel for what homes were selling for. It felt like I was seeing some of the homes that were kind of like fully renovated selling for that much. Is this something that you've done some work to recently?
Yeah, I'm putting a roof on it this weekend. I just put a brand new door in. I'm getting ready to update the kitchen. It could be converted into a 2-family really fast. It's next to the college.
Got it. So you're gonna sell it after you finish the work.
Well, I mean, right now I got my money in stock market, and the stock market's going crazy. So the best place to put my money right now is in real estate, right?
Yeah, that's smart, man. I mean, in your situation, I would do the same. Is this your primary rental property, or you got a few others?
I'm a landlord. I have multiple properties, but that's the only one I have in North Carolina.
Got it. Okay. And then I'm assuming everything else is like fully rented. Nothing else is coming to market soon.
No. This is the only one I'm thinking about selling.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, from what I'm seeing, I mean, stuff is selling a lot closer in that 200, 250 range. That's like, as is. I even seen some that have had some work done that it sold, a little that were like move-in ready. And it's just the ones that are, I see it maybe a duplex that actually sold in that 350 ballpark.
Are you in that? Do you live in that area or no?
No. But I'm familiar. I've done a bunch of deals, kind of in that Raleigh, Durham, pocket. So I'm really familiar with the market. I'm just pulling up.
Yeah, well, the whole market got reassessed like last month.
You mentioned that you could turn it into a 2-family. Does it have like another entrance on the front? Like there's not, or another entrance on the back?
It does.
Okay.
My tenant downstairs uses the other entrance.
Got it. And so the living space that I was pulling up was 1120. Is there
It's incorrect. No, it's incorrect. It's a raised ranch, so it's the same exact living space upstairs and the same exact living space downstairs.
Got it.
That's what I'm saying. You can't really go by the internet. It's all wrong.
Got it. Okay. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, 2 bedrooms downstairs, 1 bath, family room. There's an area off the furnace that I put a bathroom in, and it has a shower, it has a toilet, sink. And it could be easily put into a kitchen. There's another 220 down there for a dryer. So it could be another laundry room down there plus a kitchen.
Got it. Okay. And so what type of rent are you able to pull kind of, if we were able to do those? I mean, just based on the area, if we were able to kind of do those conversions, what type of rent do you think you could pull in that?
Well, I don't know. You gotta look at it for yourself on affordablehousing.com. But $2,500 for the whole house. If you do a two family, probably more.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I mean,
like $3,000 a month.
Yeah, that would still kind of, I mean, just kind of how you run our rentals, probably close to around a $300K offer price. So that I think we might just be a ways apart on this. I don't know if it would be the right buyer for you here at this point.
All right, that's no problem. I got to run. I got an appointment. I'm at, but I just wanted to take your call real fast.
Well, look, I appreciate it, and I'll dig into it. If I think I can get a little higher, I'll reach back out.
Yeah, what's your name? I just go by names. What's your name?
Yeah, Brandon Barnes.
All right, thank you, Brandon. I got to run. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So.
All right, bye. Yeah, bro is way out of the stratosphere with that, man.
Hey, man, these sellers are getting ready to get a rude awakening.
Yeah,
a very rude awakening. I can't wait to hit some of these follow-ups that I got. All these sellers that I ain't never selling below X. If I don't get this, have you seen the house down the street? Brand, I can't wait to call her up and say, "Hey,
what you talking now?
Have you turned on the news? Right. Have you turned on the news? All right, let's see what's really going on now. All right, let's keep rolling. Which one was that for you?
That was William Phillips.
All right, got another one teed up.
Somebody asked, what does he mean reassessed? He might be talking about like tax year, you know. Yeah. But there's also the whole real estate market, right? What is the real estate market also doing in that area? I don't think he's in reality. A duplex ready to go, I see just sold for $365. So that's lower than his asking price, and it's been renovated and is already done as a duplex, where he's talking about you got to modify this, you got to add a kitchen. He's just way out of there.
Yeah, no question. All right, let me hit this one, man. Let's see if we can it's another Chicago one for you. All right.
This is Lou.
From Lou. This is from Lou.
All right.
Let's see. They got some distress. Don't see a ton of comps matching your build.
Oh, let me say this real quick, because there was something in the note from the student that he lives 8 hours away, and the tenants are coming out or are leaving, and so that might be a motivator to get them back to the reality. The thing is, if they're a professional landlord like this guy is, that has multiple properties, like he's gonna be stuck on his number, or he's just gonna keep renting it. And so that can be a motivator for like the single family owner, or like the person that has just a single property that just wants to be done with a tenant. But if he's a professional, he already got, processes in motion for turning things over, and he's looking at, his whole portfolio. So that wasn't enough motivator, the tenants leaving, for him to come back down to a realistic asking price.
Got it. Okay.
All
right, let's see, man. All right, let me hit this guy, see what I get. Yeah, hey, John, this is Chris. You've been speaking with Tiffany in our office about the property over there on 97th.
Yes, hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, man? She had mentioned to me that you were looking to sell it. I'm one of the owners here, and I wanted to kind of just give you a call directly. We got another property nearby we're picking up today, and looking for a couple more nearby if we can find it. And
Did you send you the data sheet that I emailed her?
No, I have not seen the data sheet. Tell me about that if you could, real quick.
Could I email you? It'd be a lot easier. I mean, I could review it and talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you my my email right now. Hold on 1 second, all right?
Sure. Is this your cell number, Chris?
Yeah.
804-656.
Yep, I just shot you a text with my email. You want me to you want to send me that and I'll check it out and then call you back?
Yeah, take a look. I've owned it for many years, since 1991. It's just time to get rid of this one out of my portfolio, so I'm choosing to sell it. It shows up. It mentions a lot of things that I had done over the years with the dates next to them.
Got it.
I'm a roofing contractor myself, and I have other professionals who worked on the building. These aren't just like little DIY,
Gotcha.
things. Roofs were done on the main house, skylights were added, new garage roof, new composite decking on the front and back porches, but you'll see. And upgrades have been made to the lower level, but even though there's more bedrooms and bathrooms down there, it's listed as a 3-1, but there's 2 extra bedrooms downstairs and a bath. If you remove the glass block windows that are in the lower level, it's not a true basement, it's just the lower level. Then you could classify the home as a 5-2. But you need a proper code window egress to get out to classify the lower level bedrooms.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out.
I list other things in there that still has room for movement and upgrades to capitalize and increase the cost for you guys.
All right, perfect. Well, I appreciate you, man. Give me maybe like 20 minutes or so, and I'll hit you back. I'll check it out, and we'll see what we got.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. All right, cool. All right, hold on. Let me see something here. All right, I'll circle back to him here shortly. I see Lou said in the chat that he emailed that. Brandon, you able to pull that and shoot it over real quick? You're on mute.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I gotta reply to this. Please advise, I believe this takes some of this.
Do you know what San's talking about? Background music. Is there background music on?
No, that's usually in Discord.
Oh, maybe.
Yes.
San, if you're still in Discord, close down Discord or go back to the all-in chat. Maybe that's what you're hearing. All right, I'm gonna keep him up for a second. I got another Chicago one. It looks like. Let's see what's going on here. All right, this could be a good one. Let's see.
All right. Buyer agreed to the 800.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Hey, Ms. Garcia. Hey, this is Brandon. I'm glad I caught you at a decent time. Reaching back out about that East 74th Street property.
Right.
Yeah, I just wanted to get into it. I hope I caught you at a good time.
I know I'm actually working, And
Oh man, I missed the lunch hour.
yeah. Well, actually, it took us a little. Traffic is bad in Charleston. I do the HVAC, so I'm up here on the stand checking the condenser unit.
Okay.
Actually, if you call after 5:30,
Okay.
you have to be done by there.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a shout. All right.
I got your number now.
Okay. Yeah, and text me if you free up before that. Just feel free to shoot me a text and I'll call you right away.
Okay, we'll do.
All right, sounds good.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. That one's an ugly one. We get these Cleveland, Ohio joints again. Mayo 17K. He want to
those be the ones, man.
Yeah, they do. He wants a free.
All right, Lou sent one that said text before calling, so we'll see if they respond to the text. Did you see that email this guy saying he sent?
You gave him deals?
Yeah. Lou said he sent it there too.
Yeah, I got the data sheet. I'll put it in Slack. There you go.
All right, 1 second.
If you come across a Matthew Kelsey, I guess Curtis is working on that. So
Which one?
I'm going to skip it. Matthew Kelsey.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to pull up the next. That was Miss Deb that's back in Cleveland. Miss Deb, we told you to keep pushing forward. In some of these other markets, it just don't be enough meat on the bone half the time. In some of these other areas, where ARV is just so much lower. But we'll see what we can do. I got another one in Shady Side, Ohio. Where is this at? I haven't even heard of Shady Side before. Oh no. It's in between Pittsburgh and Columbus. Let me see. Are there buyers buying out there? That's the question. Anytime you guys are pulling any data to market to me, you got to know, like, are there cash buyers in the area? Is there cash buyer activity? There's a few. Average flip price is 86. Average landlord price is 89. How much does this person want? He said if the price makes sense. I get it really, really, really low.
Let's see if I can catch another one.
Yeah.
automated voice messaging system.
Let's keep going.
Bro, this dude sent over all this about this deal, man.
I didn't even look at it.
Golly, bro.
What a 10-page document. He got a whole.
I gotta throw this joint in GBT, man.
Give me the cliff notes.
That, bro. That's why I'm about to ask ChatGPT right now.
Come on, Mr. Glenn.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta throw something in ChatGPT and just say, "Yo, what is this person trying to say?" Man?
Big facts.
Your call has been forwarded to an.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, this dude. I don't know if this guy's gonna be. This is the most detailed seller information I've ever seen. I can call this guy back. You don't have anybody right now?
Nah. If he's gonna pick up.
Yeah. Let me hit him back.
You think it makes sense?
Probably not, unless he's gonna be. I mean, he's done he's got a bunch of stuff on here about how much work he's done to the property. That's only gonna make sense, man, if he's gonna, if he's gonna jump on here and say one of the first things I'm gonna ask him is, hey, took a look at everything, definitely see what you got going on, and it's just about, does he have any flexibility in the price at this point? Yeah. Or is there any room in the price rather for us to even be able to get involved and kind of create some profit? Because our MAO is, I thought I saw it. Let me see. All right, they don't have MAO on this one. But let me hit him back, see what we get. Might be a quick call, but let's see.
Hello.
Hey, John, this is Chris calling you back. I just went through the doc you sent over. I appreciate you taking the time to put all that together too. I'm guessing you've been getting a lot of calls, I guess, to put that together.
Yeah.
Understandable, man.
I was able to open up the data sheet. Also, there was a link with some photos that showed some pictures from about 4 years ago.
My partner probably looked at the pictures. I more so was kind of looking at kind of everything that you've done to it. I guess my big question, man, is, look, we're looking to buy properties. Obviously, we can kind of come in, fix up, create some margin on, put back on the market, or properties we can purchase and pick up that we can, move tenants in place, as well, and generate a return. Is there anything is there any room for that, kind of in this deal?
Oh, yeah, I listed that in there. So if you saw that, it says things that could be done to the inside, outside, lower level, main level.
Well, no. I mean, price wise. I'm sorry, John. I meant price wise. Like, where do you kind of need to be at on price, I guess, to make it even a deal that makes sense for you? Because I'm asking that because you've obviously.
Everything, shoot me a price and let me know when you're coming in, and then we can talk from there.
Yeah, I can do that, but what I'm trying to get a kind of an understanding of. I'm not trying to negotiate with you right now. It sounds like you're trying to negotiate a little bit. I get.
I'm not trying to negotiate. I'm saying look over what I sent you and send me an offer. That's not negotiating.
Okay, so you want me to look over what you sent, shoot you an offer. All I'm trying to ask you, John, is it worth my time if you understand that obviously I'm buying it to be able to make money on the deal and I have to be able to
Then I
create
say it's worth
margin?
your time. I say it's worth your time. Because if I'm on the phone with you taking my call, it's worth my time too. But if you're not going to look at it long enough to actually put a number to it and then ask me for a number, that's just me like I'm doing my job and your job.
You're not doing my job, John.
Okay,
All right.
then shoot me a number. And don't,
John, I'm just calling you to try to get you the best offer possible for the property.
Then give me that best offer. I'm not negotiating right now. I'm working at my job, which is not doing this right now, and I'm taking your call. But if you want me to pull a number out of thin air right now, I don't have that. I'm sending you everything to equip you to give you the best offer. You and your team can look it over.
All right, so you have
plenty of things.
John, you have no idea what you want to sell it for, but if I send you a number, you're going to be able to make a decision on that within 24 hours, you're saying?
Yes.
All right, but you'll be able to figure out what you are willing to accept once I get you a number, you're saying?
Exactly. If you want to go to a restaurant, you want to see the menu first, right? Before you place your order and sit down and know what they have. Makes sense, doesn't it?
I mean, the menu's got pricing. Well, some restaurants I go to doesn't, but John, we don't have to go back and forth. I'm literally trying to get you the best offer you can for the property. I'm trying to have a quick conversation with you. I understand that you're at work. I'm not trying to question you. I simply just asked you.
Your question to me, I gave you an answer. Yes. You said if you give me a good offer, can we talk later? And I said yes.
All right. I'm just trying to buy a property, man. Am I not the right buyer for you, or what's the situation here? I'm happy to put a number together and send it to you, but
nobody else is giving me this weirdness when I say send me a number.
But you don't have an offer but they haven't given you an offer you're willing to accept and move forward with either, correct? Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking to me.
Right now has received what I sent you. No offers have been given to me, but nobody has argued about getting back to me or questioned why they should get back to me. If that's something you don't want to do, then you can kindly step out of it. That's your choice, not mine. I'm not telling you what to do, but you have to say, you're out on the menu, how much does it cost? Or how much is this? At least take that step.
Sure, man. I'll shoot you an offer. I'll send something over to the email you sent. If it works, let me know. If it doesn't,
okay.
All good.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. We can try to shoot this guy over an offer if you want by email. Usually a seller like that is, not going to be. I mean, if you look at the doc you sent me.
No, and I haven't looked at it, but did he have any idea of his ballpark price? What he wanted?
Nothing. Just send him a blind offer is what he's looking for.
Nah, bro.
So, we'll send him something, I guess, but he's only got exterior pictures, it looks like.
Oh.
It's not, let's see, I was thinking off around 130. Let's look at these comps real quick, man. And you know what I might do? I might gotta put John on my list. I might gotta put him on my market crash list, man.
All right.
Because Brandon, you know what? I ain't want to break his spirit, man. I ain't want to be, because we on live. I ain't want to break his spirit.
Hey, I thought you was about to go in, honestly.
I'm like, why he upset with me? He at work, man. Like, why you mad at me? You got to clock in, bro. Like, what we doing, man?
You picking up and everything.
Yeah, man. My man, he's a little tight, man. He's a little tight. Let's look at these comps. Let me pull these up real quick. Let's see what kind of legs. Lou, let me know kind of what you're seeing. Lou, you didn't have an MAO on this. Lou, what's your MAO, Lou? Because what I'd like to do, Brandon, with people that I've dealt with like this before, like I'm not even trying to get all cute with this dude. Like, let's just figure out a number. I'll text it to him with a pretty firm text. It's like one of those like, hey, is this even worth getting back on the phone to discuss? Or even for me to take the time to write up, something like that. And will tell us pretty fast, if this is a deal to spend any sort of actual time on. or not. Let me look at one other place on these comps too. We'll see if Lou had a price. Lou said 135. Lou, our MAO is 135. Is that where we're at? I'm gonna look at some more comps real fast.
Foundation. Give me 2 seconds.
Tina, usually, I would have smoked this boost. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I usually would smoke this boost. I'm lightly congested right now, so he just happened to catch me at a moment where I ain't got, you know what I'm saying, Brent? I ain't got that kind of energy for him, you know.
It ain't even worth it, bro.
Yeah, I'm a little congested, yo. So I decided to let him live, man.
I hear that.
I decided to let him live. It's about all these people calling him, man. Well, you ain't. What you talking about, man? So all these people calling you, making offers, and you still don't. Now they ain't sending an offer, and these people be out of control, man.
Okay, cool. Let me see. I got one. Like Dre called this one yesterday.
And it's not a joint in this neighborhood either.
Male 35 breaks my heart. Follow now take less than 50, but male's 35. That's gonna be an uphill battle. Let's see what we can do.
All right, we'll see what he says.
Okay.
Cleared and ready tabs. I've never heard of cleared and ready tabs. Yo, no lie, man. Brandon, yo, my allergies, bro.
Is it as bad up there?
Yeah, yo, this pollen is real, man. This pollen is real.
I don't know if you've seen this video going on Instagram. Like Georgia pollen is crazy. Somebody cut down a tree, and when it landed, the cloud was like took up the whole screen, man. It's sick out here, man. It's just this Georgia weather is crazy, man.
Yeah, it's that time of year for a couple of weeks, man. We'll push through it though. I'm gonna check that out. Y'all can look tab.
So this one I'm calling got a POA.
Two Zyrtex is crazy, man. Two Zyrtex is crazy. I think I only say one on the pack, man. I think it's one every 24 hours. If you pop in two at a time, I don't know, yo. That's not FDA approved, man. That is not FDA approved. All right. 10 minutes and you're clear. 10 minutes and you're clear. KB, what up? Let's see, man.
But if you like me with your name, a brief message, and I will contact you as soon as possible.
10 minutes and you're clear. I'm gonna go get those as soon as this is over. Tab, I'm gonna see if you know what you're talking about. All right, we'll see if this dude texts back. June, I've been keeping up with his stuff. I've been tapped in with him. I've been checking it out. I've been checking him out. Nahima, let's see. Whose lead is this? This is Shanika.
Okay.
Try to call this one.
Yeah. Okay.
The phone.
All right, I do text me back. He's definitely just taking a bunch of bids. It looks like, and not very serious. He said he responded back. I said I'd be somewhere in the 125, 135K range. Let me know if it makes sense to discuss or write something up. His response was, "Please include your full name and a phone number. Follow up with you."
Yeah, he's definitely taking bids.
Yeah, yeah. All right, hold on a second. Let's see.
I got one in Macon, Georgia.
All right, shout out to my people down there in Macon, man.
We talking 20K Mayos. Yeah, it just, I mean, for me, it's always just made more sense to be places where you can be in that average 100 to 200K offer price, because
Yeah, talk about that though, Brandon. Did Brandon freeze or did I freeze? Chat, y'all talk to me. Can y'all see Brandon? We'll get Brandon in a second. I don't know what happened.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. All right, there you caught up.
Yeah.
Talk about that real quick, bro, because I think that's really important. I know a lot of people gravitate to these kind of lower dollar markets, and they can be good markets too, by the way. To be clear, they can be really good markets. The downslope in those markets, you have a lot more sellers who are interested in selling, and you find yourself in a space where you have to now create a ton more leads to find opportunities in those pockets as well. Brandon, I don't know if you're froze or just, you're just not moving and staring in one direction. I'm going to assume you're froze. He froze in the perfect spot. All right, let's see if we get Brandon back. We'll give him a second, y'all. But yeah, I mean, guys, when you're working, what Brandon's talking about is when you're working lower dollar markets, you're ultimately going to be in a situation where you have to have more leads available to start creating deal opportunities, right? You got to get more opportunities, leads to get quality deals versus maybe Brandon can answer that, Tiff. Maybe, but Chesterfield's a really strong market. There's a lot going on in Chesterfield. So I would say no, that it's not the same. And here's the point Brandon's trying to make. When you're, and it's not about population size or the size of the locality. It's about what things sell for. All right. It's about what things sell for. So if you're in a place like Columbus, Birmingham, whatever the case might be, you're going to find more people who are interested and willing in selling their property. But that doesn't mean that they're real deal opportunities either. It could often be that they're not real deals. It's just they're in areas that people generally can't sell their property, and they're willing to sell, want to sell. They just can't find appropriate buyers. Whereas a city like Chesterfield, Tiff, for example, Chesterfield's a booming city. Properties sell for anywhere from probably $250,000 to $1 million plus throughout the county. So it's not the same as if I'm in Birmingham. There's not that range in the area. Hopefully, I'm explaining that in a way that y'all get. Brandon, you want to drop some insights on that as well?
Yeah. And to your point, just gonna how markets are moving, how houses are selling. I mean, just for me, I guess because my primary market, like everywhere you look, like you can find stuff that's selling well above 100K, even as is. Some you can find, a little bit lower than that, but I just always have had an ease in which I can negotiate because 100K can be a lot of money to a lot of people. So if you're negotiating in that zone, right, you're able to offer them a little bit more than if you're in a market where like the average sale price for an as is property is well less than 100, around 50K, something like that. Not saying that you can't do deals that make sense under 100K, but you're just able to offer more, and sellers feel good about selling their house when they're walking from the closing table with a 6-figure check. Maybe it's fully paid off and you're actually bringing value to their life. Some of these other ones, to your point, you get something under contract that low, investors may not just want to even deal with something in that space. It's not, potentially a great asset to them. Folks want stuff in a market that is appreciating over time. So in those lower market areas, are they really even getting a value for their property the longer that they hold it over time? They're just kind of playing the landlord game.
Yeah, and generally it's not, right? Generally they're not going to get more money over time at all,
Right.
for the property. They just haven't come to accept that yet. And so that's why you'll talk to these people in some of these areas we're talking about. They've been talking about how they've been trying to sell the property for years. Haven't been able to sell it, and you look it up and it's falling in, or whatever the case might be. So I see this question. I think it's a great question in the chat. If you're in a low end market, yes, I think being in the 60-90K range can definitely be workable. But you still have the same problem. So just because you're looking to target properties in that area that are 60-90K ARV doesn't alleviate the issue that the majority of the leads that you get in that area that want to sell aren't going to be deals. That's not that, it's still going to be the case, right? The majority of the leads you get, and so you got to get like double, triple the amount of leads as someone in a different area has to get to make up for the difference. So I think that's important people understand, because I think a lot of people just don't have awareness around that, and I definitely would agree that it's important.
Yeah, what would you say is a better ARV range? I mean, ARV on the very low end, I'm thinking like 150, and you're solid. But if you in that 250 range, honestly, that's ARV. Then you're negotiating in the 100 to.
Yeah, the sweet spot to make money right now, man, is properties that are selling generally in the 250 to 450 range. If you can find those pockets, that are around kind of the median of an area that you're interested in, like that's where you can start to do damage and really cook some stuff up. So you guys definitely keep that in mind. All right, let's see what else we got. We'll keep rolling, man. I got one right here. Actually, I just tried her. She didn't answer. Let me try her one more time, though. All right, no answer there. Let me note this one.
Let me try this next one. Look, at the same time, even though we're calling these leads, we're also on the back end, trying to get these things moved. And so throughout the day at any given time, we're kind of dealing with inspections, walkthrough, reviewing HUDs, getting stuff to the finish line. It's Chris still. Try it again.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
I think the first time it rang through.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
We're not going. Let's try. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's nice to have the bot to do the follow-up, because the bot is trying to get them a better time for us to call so that we can just she said call now.
All right, you gonna call that one?
Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach
Bruh.
I almost said something out loud.
Yeah, I'll be right back in like 2 minutes, yo. Let me run to the meter real quick.
All right,
is
bet.
not available.
Yes, I do. Let me try for my personal. See if I can get on horn. One too many numbers. All right, here we go.
Your call has been forwarded
Bro.
to voicemail. The person you're trying to
Let me say, yo, it keeps, hey. Keeps going. Okay. Hello?
Hello, this is Eric. I'm returning a call.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, thank you. I was reaching back out about Monroe Ave. I think you spoke with my partner the other day, Dexter, about the property, and I just wanted to follow up if this is a good time to talk about it, get a better feel, see what kind of offer we can make. Maybe we can put something together with you.
Sure.
Cool.
Who is your partner? Dexter, he's with who?
Yeah, Dexter Blackman, and I'm with Nationwide Fast Offer.
Okay.
But I think you guys maybe spoke, looks like a few days ago. So I got some good notes. I know it's an inherited property from the grandparents. I believe you're an administrator, and was trying to get a good feel for what you get this sold for. So I just wanted to see, if I can make that happen. Did you have an asking price in mind?
No.
Nothing. There was oftentimes when I speak to homeowners, if they don't have an asking price in mind, they still know what they would or would not accept.
Well, I would not accept anything. I would not accept, any ridiculous amount, lower amount. I don't know. I guess that's the way to put it.
See, ridiculous is subjective, though, right?
Because we just started. Today's Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
So today, investors just started throwing numbers at me yesterday. So I'm still in the process of polling these numbers to see where we are.
Got
in
it.
the scheme of things.
What kind of crazy numbers have they been throwing at you?
Not going to do that. Because I wouldn't tell anybody what number you're about to give me if you give me a number, and I wouldn't share their number with you.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is give you a feel for the area, if nothing else, like what I'm seeing, because this is kind of how we can kind of base our ballpark, and then we'll come out, or we'll either get some photos and then dial it in further, or come out, do a walkthrough, and then kind of shore up our offer. And it's looking like homes are selling in the area as is, kind of all over the place. Like there's one that's just south of Anthony Road. It's still in Anthony Terrace that just sold for $52,000, right? But then there's another one a little further south on Eli Street that sold for $125. I think it's more fully fixed up. So
hold on a minute.
Yeah. Yo, B, you funny. I honestly, the office, the commercial office space, they have their own internet.
Okay, go ahead.
But it's been janky lately. I need to get on them. I'm paying too much rent here. Hey, I was saying, I see one that was fully fixed up. That was like fully renovated, sold for $125. But even that one, like before it was renovated, it looks like it was originally sold for like $20,000, and then they did some work, and then they sold it for $78,000, and then they did some more work to it, and then they sold it for $125,000. So it's kind of letting me know like kind of where the market is, right? If it was in really bad shape, it could be well below 50,000. If it's in solid shape, which I'm assuming the people that bought this property, and this is really close to your house, subject property, then they sold it for 78, probably like in just solid condition, and then they sold it fully renovated at 125. So that kind of lets me know like if your property is in solid shape, maybe it's worth maybe in that 75K range. If it needs complete renovation, it may be well below 50.
Renovation. I would think it needs complete renovation. Nobody can move in there tomorrow, so I think it needs complete renovation.
Got it. So when you say nobody can move in there tomorrow, is it just that it doesn't have like all the appliances, or you
need to get some appliance in there? I would think you would need to upgrade the kitchen. I don't know. Other investors said that property is a complete rehab. So I don't know what that means. And I have somebody that's trying to walk through it this weekend. So I'll tell you what they say when they walk through it this weekend, and I'll grab some pictures if I could get that on my calendar for them to walk through it on Saturday.
Okay. Because you're thinking that you may be there with them.
I would have to be there. They can't go in there without me.
Okay. Yeah, because if you are there and you could grab some pictures, even if you're not, if somebody else goes, if they send you some pictures, and maybe you can just share those forward to give me a good feel for it. But still, while I have you, I'm looking again at some of the comps, and I see some others that, because this one is really close to Mercer, which is always good. I'm seeing one that's sold up near Montpelier for like 65. Another one for 76, and then here's another one for 25. So like the prices are all over the place. You said that you didn't want anything that was like ridiculously low. It still doesn't give me a sense of like where your ballpark kind of comes in at.
I mean, just tell me, what you think is worth. Just tell me what you think. I mean, it's just a fair assessment of what you all think is worth to you all. Because based on what the investors what they have their fixed costs as, what it's going to cost my group to repair it. It may cost another group a different amount to repair it. And investors are making offers for the property based on what is, what they have to do to get it up to speed for rent, resale, whichever way they're going to go with it.
Got it. So it sounds like you may be looking to wait and get in multiple offers, and then you just choose from the best. Is that what you're planning to do? Of
course. That's the only way I can get the most money for it.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, sometimes we are, the most competitive offer, and some offers, have different terms, and the highest offer price wise may not always be the best. I only say that just to
why wouldn't the highest offer not be the best offer?
Yeah, because some are, little to no due diligence, meaning once they make the offer, they're ready to move forward with earnest money. Some have like a very long due diligence. Some have like a long close date. Like, hey, I'm gonna put it under contract now, but I won't close for 2 months. So those type of
But if
terms.
it's the most money, 2 months, I got 0 today. I can wait 2 months.
I hear
for the most money.
I hear that. I hear that. Yeah. Look, what makes our offers, competitive is if we get a feel for a property and we know this is something that we're moving forward with, we're willing to go with a very short inspection period, meaning like, sometimes we'll even do our inspection up front and then we can give you an offer that will stand by and that'll stay like that to close. Whereas you may get an offer that says, hey, I want 2-3 weeks, a month to inspect it before I actually say, hey, my earnest money is now non-refundable and I'm moving forward to closing. So, just kind of wanted to lay that out, because I think that we can be competitive. And to your point, we kind of got to just get a feel for what kind of shape it's in.
Sure.
But what I would think that the offers that you're going to get in are going to be anywhere from 30 to 50 if it needs a full and complete renovation, because somebody may need to put in another 30 to 50 and then they'll be able to sell it for 130. So it's not, that's kind of how the numbers shake out in this area, because nothing else is selling above that kind of 130 range.
Okay.
Got it. Well, so if you can, like I said, I would love to either get some photos. Maybe we can follow, touch base, top of the week next week, maybe the same time next week, Tuesday.
That's fine.
And then, you can save this number. This is my personal iPhone. So, if you get some photos over the weekend, you can shoot them. I'll set a reminder to text you and see if you got them. And then we can go from there.
Okay. What is your number?
It's the 470 number, 779.
779.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
Brandon Barnes.
And you're with
Nationwide fast offer.
Okay. All right. We'll touch base over the weekend.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
I got one I'm trying to get on the phone.
The name on that lead was Irene. But I couldn't. I thought she said Jean.
That one Irene, for sure.
You think? Okay. Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Damn.
Making HLP lead. Okay. I'm gonna set a reminder.
See what we got left. Then we got a good chunk. Not getting a lot of pickups today, man.
I know. This is the best time for pickups, honestly. Between 12 and we're back here Thursday at 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll set a task to text for pics. SMS. Send text. See if they got over the weekend. Please share them here. Okay. Cool. All right. Who's next on the list? What number did you get down to?
What leader was I on, you mean?
No, yeah. If you clicked into it, are you going like just arrowing next?
Yeah, I'm at, I think a new one just came in. I'm about to
I'm on 9 and 22.
Have you called this Christopher guy?
Nah, I was about to call Richard.
All right, I'm gonna do Christopher.
Sound like a Bond villain.
Really does though. Christopher sounds crazy.
Django.
Yeah, straight up. Nah, his mom said, "Nah, we're gonna make you different, man."
Yeah. Let me see these notes.
All right, seller's been anchored at 95K, and the seller wants more than 95K. So let's see what we can get. Yeah, hey Christopher, this is Chris giving you a call on the property on Market Street.
Chris, who do you represent?
You mean what do I present in terms of an offer? Is that what you mean?
No, who do you represent? Which company?
Nationwide Fast Offers.
Nationwide Best Offers. And you're talking about which property?
I was talking about the one that you got on West Market Street. Are you selling a couple other ones as well, it sounds like?
Yeah, I do. So you're talking about West Market Street in which town?
This is the one in over in Akron.
Akron, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. Listen, there are, I don't know, people from your office or from other offices. Basically, they've been calling and trying to fill up what's going on. I'm not going to release information. Somebody will buy it who's doing his homework. You have to get an offer on a table. You have to approach me this way. Good morning, sir. How are you today? Regarding property and this address, my offer is so much. Can you do this?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's not.
I prefer to get the information and to stay in behind, so this is not acceptable for me. I need your offer so we to start to negotiate.
I got you. Well, look, Christopher, so I can get you the offer you're looking for. You know, I'm just trying to have some understanding on a couple of things so I can get you the best offer that I can.
This is waste of time. You have to start the conversation this way. Good morning, sir. My name is Sorensen. And I would like to present an offer. If everything is to an acceptable level, my offer is this. If you like to do this. I'm having no more time to waste.
Yeah, Christopher, I'm trying to give you cash for the property. Maybe I'm not the right buyer for you or something. Maybe you're looking for somebody specific. I'm just trying to get you a cash number for the property, see if it works for you or not, and buy it from you. If you're serious about selling it, let me know. If you're not,
No.
you know,
No. If you got my condition, you let me know. Bye.
What was he talking about?
Brown, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like I told y'all, this economy about to start making people trip, man. They about to start tripping. They about to start tripping, man. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why these people playing with me today, man? It might be because my allergies going crazy.
9791 is not
Jesus.
available. At the tone.
Sorry.
Yeah, nah, it said he trying to get the coach a call. That's crazy, bro. Like, this man crazy. Why he talking to me like that, man? Lord, man. Lord. Man, now these people starting to get stressed out, Brandon.
Was me, Brandon.
Was that you? Did you just answer that call back?
I tried to. I'm texting now.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, number. Okay. Yeah, I just tried this Richard guy. I'm gonna try one more time. It's in the boonies.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
That was gonna be a rough one. I was trying to sell for land value. All right. So,
which one are you on
oh,
right now?
yeah. So I just hit Christopher.
That's the guy I just was talking to.
Yeah.
Try him. Try call him.
For what?
Nah, you might have a better, but he might see the same number. I guess that's the problem.
I mean, I can call him from my iPhone.
I'm just saying you might have a.
So,
You might have.
and I'll call him. But what was he even talking about? Like just.
That's what I'm saying. One time on that. He was telling me how I should be calling him to present the offer. He said I should be saying "Good morning, sir."
Oh shit!
All right, you hear that?
No, I thought he was
did y'all hear
just
that?
talking about like the process, like not about like a formal way to greet a person.
No. I don't think he was making it about a formal way to greet a person. I think he was saying that's how he expected to be greeted if he was going to sell his house to me.
Yeah.
You know? And you know what? You know what I ain't want to tell him, Brandon? I ain't want to tell him, man. It sound like you needed more than me, bro. All right. It sound like you needed more than me. All right.
Yeah.
So, but you know, you got this. You got a kindness to you, man. That might translate better. Let's give him a call. See what happens. Right?
Yeah, I'll try him out. Let's see.
Don't call from the internal number though. Use it. I think he'll talk to you.
Did not accept the 95K offer. Selling asking prices unknown.
I think it might be because of how I said Christopher. You know, he won't.
Look, I'm gonna call him Chris. Yeah. I don't know. His estimate is 190. Not that his estimate means nothing, but that's before me even looking at the other properties in the area. Chris. How's it going?
Who's this?
This is Brandon. I was giving you a shout back about your property at West Market Street. Just wanted to follow up, see if you had some time to talk about an offer. I think you spoke with my partner Steve the other day. Was that on?
Somebody made an offer to us on Saturday.
Yeah, on the 28th, maybe. I don't know. Was that the Saturday?
For how much?
It looks like around 95. And he said that was you said that was a little too low, right?
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
you got a more real offer today?
I'm gonna pull up some comps and see. So it sounds like so you know what you wouldn't accept. How much were you hoping to get for this property?
2 million.
Huh? Did you say 2 M's?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna go.
Oh, hey, as long as we pull a number of our assets, you said 95. You want to hear my number? I told you. Can you go high? Are you coming?
I mean, look. you know I can't go that high. Estimated value in the area. I mean, and I'm seeing like this is like a fix up, moving ready, maybe 200, right? Work. It's gonna be a lot closer to 100K. He banged on me. I thought he was really
he out of control.
He's completely out of pocket. I thought he was like joking. Hey, I want 2 mil, but willing to have a conversation. No, he banged.
He's not a serious seller, man.
He's definitely not a serious seller.
To
your point, it sounds like he needed more than we do. Like, what is you doing with this property, bro?
Come on, man. Yeah, we gotta put him on the list, man.
You can't help him all, man.
Come on, call him when the market get hit up, man.
Exactly. I think we might have cleared him off. You went from top to bottom. I went from bottom to top.
Yeah, let me see.
So there's a few I haven't seen. Tammy, David, John, Tywell, G, and Roberto. H-Town. Let me see. Like I thought because I got past the open, you know what I mean? He was really gonna play ball, but he just wasn't going today.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're... Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're...
Let's see who's next. We got time. We could clear this, especially how people ain't picking up today. All right. We got a few Houston leads.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person
They banged on me. That's a $triple.
Hey, if Shannon's in here, check Shannon, check Slack. Check Slack. Hey, which one are you calling?
G Musha.
Did you already do Jimmy, Baylor, and Roberto?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
I think there's only one other one.
Yeah, Jimmy was a person I think that Dre spoke to yesterday. I'm gonna update the notes. So yeah, ignore. You go from top to bottom because those ones at the bottom, somebody already spoke to them. It's Tammy, David, John, and Taiwo are the only four.
Yeah, I got Tammy in front of me.
I think you text Taiwo.
Yeah, they said to text first on that one.
Oh yeah, so you wanna let me move this. The John guy is the guy that you spoke to. That needs an offer.
It was like Mary Kay.
Mary Kay. I ain't heard Mary Kay in a long time.
I didn't think they was still around. Had it on the market.
Hey, there's one in Hop too, pipeline.
I didn't see that message. I didn't see no message from Shannon.
No. This is a message I had direct with him. I'm telling him to check it.
Okay.
He just responded though.
Got it.
He's got a lead in our account that we can hit too.
Okay.
Did you want to try that nephew one? I think that's the one Marie's asking about as well. Looks like in the chat.
Which one?
I think that's the only one left. Under the hot pipeline, I think that's the only one left.
Okay. I had somebody else pulled up.
Oh, go ahead.
This is David Sharp.
I think I tried him already. No.
No notes, no calls.
Did it show outbound call today, Tim?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
I think this is the last one. New call coming in.
Hello?
Hey, Mr. David.
Yep.
This is Brandon. Give me a shout back about West 110th Street. I think you spoke with my partner the other day.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Look, I just wanted to see if you had a few minutes to discuss. I was able to kind of do a little bit of background digging and check out the notes from Atia. And wanted to see if we can get in the same ballpark and maybe get an offer over to you, something that could work out.
Yeah. Like I said, I had it on. Did you guys look at the pictures that were on the site?
I pulled it up in our system. Did you say that it was on realtor.com?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go there because I was already looking kind of in our internal systems.
Yeah, just punch in the address and it should pop up.
Okay.
He didn't list everything on there, but he listed a lot of the updates.
Got it. And it was listed for how much?
$219,900.
$219,900. Got it. And so
yeah.
after all the fees came out, that was gonna get you down to how much?
He was charging me 3% commission.
Got it. But I think I saw in the notes that it was something that once you saw the fees that were going to come out, like the listing fees, closing costs, all that stuff.
Oh,
it was something that didn't work for you.
Because I had somebody that wanted to purchase it that was out of state, and they wanted me to pay for their closing costs. I was paying my own closing costs, which my closing costs are like $5,000, right around there. And they wanted me to pay their closing costs on top of their realtors. Wow. And I'm like, get out of here, They basically wanted to pay their end of the closing costs and my end of the cost.
That's wild.
And it's like, no.
And that offer came from the listing?
Yeah, that's when I had it listed.
Wow.
Yeah, they were kind of going back and forth. We were, bouncing numbers back and forth. And then it got to be towards the winter, and I didn't want my tenants dealing with people walking in their house in the winter months.
Yeah.
So I just pulled it off the market. And I'm like, I'll put it back on the market in springtime,
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
I wasn't in a hurry to sell it, The house is paid for. I've had the house for a lot of years, 40 years, 35 years. So that's why I've had all those. I've done a lot of work on the house because I've had it for so many years.
Yeah. Got it. And this, because it's funny because I'm looking at comps. This is the only reason I'm maybe taking a second, and I see some other duplexes in the area that have sold also. Some as low as 150, some as high as 205.
Yeah.
And so,
like I said, that house, my house was gutted to the studs. A lot of those houses still have the old plaster and lath in them. And plus when I gutted it, I rewired it. So all the wiring going up the walls and everything has all been redone with, Romex. So yeah, the majority of those houses still are all plaster and lath. They're not drywalled. So
got it. That makes sense. Okay.
And plus I did the foundation on the outside of the house. I had it dug and new drain tile when I gutted the house, So I mean, the big stuff was done to it. So like I said, the only thing that has to be done is
people move is painting carpet, the common, you know.
Right.
So, yeah.
Got it. So as I'm looking at this, I mean, I'm trying to see we might be able to be competitive. But I guess it kind of depends on where you ultimately want to be. Because of course our offer would come with no closing costs, no realtor fees. Like we would be buying it as is from you, and just kind of stepping right into it. Sometimes we let the tenants ride out their lease. Sometimes we offer them cash for keys. If we were able to get an offer to you like that kind of is right on your timeline, no extra fees. What's the best you would consider for an offer like that?
Now I'm still going to have my closing costs, correct?
No. We would cover your closing.
So my whatever aren't you in the rears like property tax and stuff for half a year or whatever?
So it would be any property taxes and utility bills up until like prorated until the date of closing. That would be your responsibility. Right. That's it.
But the title fees and all that stuff, there wouldn't be.
Correct. We would take that on.
So I'm still probably going to have like $3,000 in costs. I'm thinking.
I mean, some people pay their property taxes for the year in advance, right? And then if you're current on your utility bills, okay,
yeah, I do mine every. So, and the utilities, all I basically got is a water and sewer bill. So I mean,
maybe it's just a few $100s because, like, say we close prior to
water and sewer,
July 1st,
$150 or something for water and sewer.
Yeah.
So, I would probably take like, if I didn't have to pay any fees, $205.
Is that the best you can do?
I mean, I'm knocking 15 off because of that.
Got it. And these pictures, these were taken when?
Those pictures, July, August, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Before wintertime. Yeah.
And when was the last time that you updated the rent? Like, have you increased the rent at all? I know they've been there for a while. They're paying $850. I'm just wondering if there is any room, like if we were to go on and, take care of them and bring in some new tenants, is it possible that they could rent for more than $850?
That's something that you would have to negotiate with them, Like I said, I haven't had a mortgage payment. I couldn't tell you how long. And they've been there for 13 and 15 years, so I've never had to rent the place. So, it's been pretty, I'm not making a ton of money on the place, but yet, I got no issues with them. I go in there whenever I want to, and do work. They let me walk in. I lock the door when I leave. So yeah, I get along with my tenants great. But like I said, I've been doing it for so long. I have mortgage payments. I couldn't tell you how long. All my properties are paid in full. So they know they're getting a break.
Yeah, so it might be a big.
And I told them if somebody else buys these places, rent's going to go up. So I mean they're aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
If they're going to stay or not, depends how much.
Mm-hmm.
But
205. Okay.
But they're both good tenants, and you hate to. They would probably be there till they freaking die. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I've already had that happen once. Like lady was there 27 years.
Wow. Is this the only one that you're considering at this time? Because I know you said you mentioned you had a few.
Yeah, that's the only one. I might, because the whole thing is I got to pay capital gains on everything. Yeah. So if I sell that house for say $200,000, I'm paying $40,000 in capital gains. So now I'm down to $160. See what I mean? I mean, I'm not reinvesting. So yeah, so Uncle Sam's screwing me.
All right.
I mean, that's where I'm taking a huge shit on that end of it also, So.
Got it.
Yeah, it sucks, but, no way around it.
Got it. Let me see what the best I can do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to that 205 number. I just don't know if there's room in it for us at that. What I will do is I'm gonna reach out to my agent and see what she thinks that we could get for rent in the area, because I would want to be at least pulling in, well over 1,000. Not well over, at least a bit over 1,000 per unit. Whether that's like 1050 or 1,100, 1,200, something like that, to make it make sense, just as like a buy and hold, kind of turnkey situation. But if I am able to get close to that number but not quite there, does it make sense for me even to send over an offer?
I'm not going to be under 200. I'll tell you that right now. So that's why I'm staying at 205.
Got it.
If you're thinking you're going to be like 190 or something, it ain't going to happen.
Got it. Okay. Well, let me do this. I'll tell you what. I still want to talk this over.
I'm like I said, the furnaces were both replaced 5 years ago, and I'm updating both the electric panels. I'm doing one this weekend, and I'm doing the other one next weekend. So even though I rewired the whole house, it still had like 2 panels in the basement on each side.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to incorporate and just put it all into one panel. So
just modernize it.
So I mean, like I said, it's going to be paint carpet. I mean, that's where you're going to be at.
Yeah.
If they move out, you're going to have to paint, clean paint carpet. That's where it's at. Even the lower porch, I pulled the whole lower porch off, and what I did is I jacked the whole front of the house up, and I replaced the whole bottom porch. So I even took like the 2x6s, your supports, put all new support in, put wood down. Then after I did everything, the outside, the outside belt, I an AZAC, 6x6 post that holds the on. I wrapped this.
You see that, Chris? Got it. Yeah, no, it looks nice. It looks nice.
I mean, the siding, it's it's not it's aluminum siding. It's just old siding, but the house is solid. That's all I can say. The basement and the rear hallway, that's the only thing that's original. Everything else has been gutted and redone. So, and the house, I mean, they're 110 years old, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I know. I see. Well, let me do this. I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna talk to my partner, also our agent in the area, and see what we can do. If we can put something together that makes sense, I'd love to send it over to you. I'll review this with them and see if it's something that we can maybe come up on. If I can put something together and get you over an offer, what's a good email I can send that to? I'm gonna review it over with the team and see if we can get to that number and see if we can make it make sense. And I'll be in touch. Give you a shout either way.
All right, not a problem.
All right, good deal. Thank you, Mr. David.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye. Come off on mute, Chris. 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 Yo. Let me see if you get that text. Okay. Set myself a task to follow up. I had a buyer in that area that could work. Nah, good call out. When I call back, I'll see if that makes sense. If he would take something creative. I know it's a seller finance, so that's a good point. Follow up. I thought the number was a bit high regardless. Seller if number could work. So yeah, that's one that I will approach maybe on Thursday and see what he says then. Okay. Chris may be talking to somebody else, so I'm gonna jump over and see if I can take this next one. We are at the top of the hour, which we may have time for a few more. I want to see who Chris is on the phone with. This one is in Memphis, so let's see what we can do with it.
Brandon, you on a call?
No.
All right, this is a guy. I guess maybe somehow the phone numbers got crossed, so I called the wrong person, but was able to recover it. Now he's telling me about stuff he's selling.
Who is he?
It's not the right person for the record.
Got it.
But it was the person who had just called in, though. Gotcha, man. And is the tenant that you got in there right now, are they looking to stay, or you have them on a month to month? What's kind of the situation there?
I just filed eviction papers yesterday, and
Gotcha. Okay. And you need to be at what price you say on that? $385 to make it work? You said you need to be at $385 and you do a 10% discount.
I said that is the tax value of the lot and the house together. There's an extra lot. That's $385. That's the tax value.
Gotcha.
And that would take 10% less as a starting point.
Understood. What areas of Virginia do you have some stuff in, by the way? I'm based out of Richmond.
You can't afford what I have in Virginia.
You're going to make me burst out laughing, man, but I got allergies today. I can assure you whatever you're selling.
House on 333 acres.
Okay. That doesn't mean I can't afford it. If it's a deal, it's a deal.
Well, if you got $7 or $8 million to burn a check, bro.
All right. Well, listen, in all seriousness, right, I have a relationship with a land director for Stanley Martin Homes, right, nationwide home builder. I'm sure you're familiar with it, or you can Google it and look it up. So if you're serious, hold on a second. So if you're being serious and you want to have a serious conversation around it, then we could have a serious conversation about it. All right. But I'm not making assumptions about you. No reasons you should be making assumptions about me.
Well, you got to understand, there's a lot of people that call people about buying their houses. They're nothing more than scam artists
I get it.
And all that, no cattle. So maybe they're different.
I get it. It's all good. No problem. So, I mean, you have a property here in Virginia. I mean, is it in what area is it in? You know, what city, county?
Three houses in Virginia, but I'm really not that interested in selling that. I won't, in other words, I'm not going to wholesale those.
But what's the land that you're saying that you?
333 acres.
Yeah.
In the mountains.
Oh, it's up in the mountains.
Yeah, it's in the mountains.
I got you. I mean, I'd be looking for something where it's a little more dense, right? Where, could get some houses up and, and kind of move them. But
the only big tract I got close to Greensboro, relatively close, is I got 87.22 acres in the United States Geological Service recognized mountain to Fayetteville or Wilmington or Myrtle Beach, and it's privately owned. And even the government owned ones are not closer than this one that are United States Geological Service recognized mountains. There's one or two there's several that are taller even in the URs, but they're west and north of.
Man, he ain't talking about nothing, man. He's talking about mountains and geology. He's talking about rocks. Come on.
An old volcano.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure you're paying attention to the market and economy just like we are, right? And, we're still active.
Yeah, it's on the edge of Charlotte metro area. It's 30 minutes from Pinehurst, and they got the new auto park going in down there. You've heard about it, right?
Yeah. Do you have you got an address or an APN number that I can? You got a ballpark of what you'd even need to get for that to be something you want to talk about?
The road, 96 acres, just went for 2.25 million. It's the closest comp. It also had a really nice 4,100 square foot house, but it also had some horse barns on it.
And you got 87?
Yeah, ours is only 87.22. Theirs was 96. Our house is bigger. Our house is 5,000, and theirs is 41. So that's a good comparable.
Okay.
To the market value. That doesn't mean I wouldn't take a little below, for a clean closing. No real estate fees and all that shit.
I got you. All right, and then tell me your name one more time. I know we got mixed up when I originally called you.
Jess Yates. I got condos in Myrtle Beach. I got, $49. I had like 63 properties, and I sold a bunch of them off and paid off the rest of them because I didn't know I was going to live or die, and I didn't think my kids and my ex-old lady could handle the banks and the insurance and all that shit. So I've been trying to keep things.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, what I'll do, Jeff, is let me kind of look through these and give you a call back later today or tomorrow. And I'll take a look at the one you got in Durham, obviously, and then I'll look at this tract of land and run it by a couple people and see if it might be something that might make sense for them. I'd be pretty interested in the house itself. So I'll give you a call back, here in a few. And again, today, tomorrow, put a number in front of you to see if it's something we can talk about, if it makes sense to discuss. And I know you're.
Sounds good. I'm in a 26-foot U-Haul truck with a.
Where you headed, man?
80-pound hound dog in a Food Line parking lot in Fairmont, North Carolina. I'm fixing to walk in there and get her some dog chow and proceed to our villa in Nichols, South Carolina. Lovely home, 4,600 feet, 11 foot of ceilings on one floor.
Hey, man.
Incredible place.
Hey, I love that. I'm from Columbia, so yeah, I'm from Columbia and Charleston, man. So I'm with you. I'm with you.
Oh man, Charleston's the shit.
Oh yeah.
quickly becoming the shadow capital of Wall Street. Everybody doesn't realize that the hedge fund boys are doing what they can to get on the battery.
Oh yeah.
Everything's virtual. Everything's virtual now, so they don't have to be in New York City and worry about if a Venezuelan immigrant's going to hit them in the head. And they're done with Miami. It's too expensive, and so if they got a pressure, they're going to Charlotte, and Wall Street's going to Charleston. So.
Oh yeah. You want to call Brandon?
Did you just rap?
Yeah. Put some notes.
You done, Chris?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. I just I tried that other HOP.
The one from Marie.
Yeah. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna text. Okay. I feel like there's a few in the nationwide, but I know we got that other call.
Yeah, I got a tight schedule behind that.
Yeah, I know. It's looking like that's gonna get pushed too.
I got one more I need to call.
Yeah.
You didn't call this Jimmy one yet, did you?
Not today.
Yeah, hey Jimmy, this is Chris giving you a call. I was calling you about the property we've been talking about on Breckenridge. You've been speaking with somebody in our office about it, and I was kind of just looking it over, and we're trying to, see about a couple of properties we're looking at the moment in the area. So kind of just wanted to personally give you a call real quick and see if we'd be able to, kind of get on the same page with it, or if, maybe we weren't the right buyer for you, and didn't want to feel like we were bothering you or anything like that. You're looking to get, last we spoke with one of our team members, you came down to 220K that you'd be willing to kind of do on it. Is that kind of your bottom line at the moment, or do you have some additional flexibility?
220 is where I'm gonna need to stay at.
Sorry, y'all. So 220, you said, is where you kind of need to be at?
Yeah.
I got you, man. So I mean, look, generally kind of what we're doing is we're doing two different types of, offers, right? Generally we're looking to purchase properties cash and, close on them within 30 days, pick them up, and kind of take them on from there. We do have another option that, kind of allows us to pay a little bit more for a property. I'm not sure if I could get to the 220 or not. Potentially I get close. I'd just be, quite a bit lower than you, honestly, on the cash side. But with that, allows us to come in, kind of do what we would need to do in terms of necessary repairs to the property. And that generally takes about 90 days for the closing to occur. But it does allow us to come up a little bit in our offer. Are you interested in talking about that at all? Or, what's kind of your thoughts?
No, I'll just fix it myself. I got some. I'm going down there Saturday night. There's been about 2 or 3 other people calling me, and they're wanting to look at the house, and they're cash buyers too. So, I mean, if you're interested in looking in it, you could call me Friday, because I talked to my renters, and they said they would be out. So I'll call them again Friday and make sure.
They're going to be moving. What's kind of the major items, I guess, once they move out that, for us to kind of get it, kind of retail ready or turn the unit over, that you're aware of at the moment would need to be completed? Jimmy, there? Hello?
Where you dips at?
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I went by the river at my house. I lose reception out there.
No, that's okay. I mean, so, you get ready to turn this unit here in a couple weeks, or somebody like myself that's got to come in, kind of do some repairs to it, kind of get in that fully remodeled condition. What all kind of still needs to be done to kind of get things done?
Well, it needs a facelift. I'm just going to paint it, probably put some new flooring in it, and maybe some countertops, but that'd be about it.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I for sure have some interest in it. Cash wise, it might be tough to get me to 220. Unfortunately, do you have any photos you could share of the interior at all?
Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm going down Saturday now. I'll be able to take a lot. So.
Okay. All right. What I can do maybe then is maybe connect with you a little closer to Saturday. See kind of what we could do, if we could figure something out or not, and make something shake. I'll look around a little bit more prior to then, and see if we could do something also. And we'll see if we can make the 220 work. And if not, I'll let you know. We don't want to hold you up on another offer, obviously, or anything like that as well.
All righty. I appreciate it.
All right, boss. All right. Thanks, man. All right, bye. That one's like Brandon, I think you froze again. Is it just me, y'all? I think, Brandon, we lost you. We'll let Brandon get back in the room and see if we can get him. I think we hit everybody so far today. A lot of no answers. A lot of frustrated sellers, it seems like today. All right, we had to keep kind of working through that, seeing what we could get. And look, you guys that are in the U, right? You kind of know the process that we're doing here. We're utilizing offerbolt.io. We're going out, letting the bot go out and have automated seller conversations for us. That we were only talking to sellers that are truly interested in selling their property. All you guys got to do is super simple process, y'all. Let the bot go do its work. All right, get the property. Let the bot qualify the conversation with the seller. All right, and guys, once that's done, all you got to do is send it in. We're going to live call that, have a conversation with that seller, see if we can get that seller under contract. Brandon, did you have any more? That was the last one I had for today.
No, look, I mean, some days we're, on fire. Some days, we're wrapping up stuff left and right. Some days it's not like that, where you just call in, you're pushing the ball down the field, setting follow-ups.
Yeah, a lot of
And
follow-ups.
this is part of the process, right? You grind it out, do the calls, and that's why we're doing this on a regular basis. So we'll be back here Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, ready to get after it, ready to get something under contract. We can't go all week without locking it up right here live on Closing Conversations. So I can't wait to see y'all there this Thursday at 5.
Hey, no doubt, man. Y'all hit the like, share, subscribe button. Make sure y'all are tapped in with us Thursday at 5 p.m. We'll be synced up again, getting connected again, making calls again. We'll see y'all Thursday, 5 p.m. EST. Everybody be good. Much love, you fam. Peace, y'all.